Hello, hello, hello. This is Charmise. I'm in the building. Welcome to my podcast show. Today we're going to be diving into the book of Amos. So, let me give you a little background history on Amos. Amos was a prophet that was a sheep breeder and a cultivator of sycamore figs. He wasn't wealthy, but he herded his own sheep. He lived in a city called Tekoa. That was his hometown, which wasn't that far from Jerusalem. This was also the capital of southern kingdom of Judah. Okay, so let me just tell you about Amos. Amos preached during a period of renewal of economic prosperity and military success for Israel. This was a brief era of the Egyptian and Assyrian weakness during this time. So Israel was pretty wealthy. Their elite were rich because they exploited the poor and ignored their suffering. The nation had grown dependent of its military and no longer looked to God as their ultimate protection. So this is why God sent Amos as a prophet to give Israel a warning. They need to turn to God and not be so caught up in their wealth and worshiping other gods. Amos forewarned them for almost about within 30 years. He went there, he tried to tell them about what they were doing, and they just did not want to listen. He even spoke to political leaders and religious authorities and demanded them to repent and reform. And they ignored him. And like he told them about the Assyrians, that they were going to come and conquer them. And that's exactly what happened. The Assyrians came, conquered the Israelites, killed some of the people, and led them into captivity. So when I was reading the book of Amos, what I noticed was the word gates. It was written at least 5 times. Excuse me. I've seen it in Amos 1:5, Amos 5:10, Amos 5:12, Amos 5:15, and Amos 9:1, which made me want to look a little deeper into what the gate was. So the gate was where legal proceedings and commerce were handled in ancient Israelite cities. Amos references the gate to highlight the corruption of the justice system where the poor were being exploited. Amos also mandated a threefold formula for change: hate, evil, love, good, establish justice in the gate. So that was his thing. In the end of Amos, because Amos is a very short book, the Lord winds up saving Israel. He winds up promising them future restoration, declaring that they will rebuild the fallen tabernacle of David, and restore Israel to their land and establish them with lasting prosperity. So what I got from it was you can apply this to your daily life by being blessed to be a blessing. Meaning, if God has blessed you with, let's say, money, and you see somebody on the street that's homeless, give them something to eat, or maybe give them a few dollars. Or if there's somebody in need that you know needs something, try to help them out and be blessed to be a blessing. Don't hoard it up for yourself and be selfish and think that you're better than somebody else because you have more than what they have at the time, because that was the problem with the Israelites. They looked down to the poor and mistreated the poor. Also, don't forget where your help comes from. Yeah, the Israelites had the protection of the military, but your help comes from the Lord, because God had put that military there to help protect them. So your help comes from the Lord. Don't get your blessings and then forget where your help comes from and just turn your back on God once God blesses you with something. Bless the Lord in season and out of season, whether things are going good for you or whether they're going bad. Bless the Lord at all times. And the most important thing that I took from this book of Amos was to obey God. To obey God. If a prophet is coming to you and he's warning you of something and he's telling you something, he was sent. Obey God. That's the main thing. It doesn't matter what you think, how you feel. If God tells you and you know that it's God, you just have to obey. So that's all I have for now. Read the book of Amos. Dive into it for yourself. Get your own revelation. Continue to trust in the Lord. Continue to obey. Continue to repent. Continue to read your word. And remember to be blessed to be a blessing. And tune in next time.